recently in the last class we have done basic concept, isn't it? Basic things in accounting we have already done. Today we will be doing theory base of accounting. In this chapter you will be learning all the guidelines, all the systems, all the procedures, okay, so that the accountant will follow while recording the transaction, while doing the accounting process, okay. So here it is said that first one is generally accepted accounting principle, and which is known as GAAP, 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 generally accepted accounting principle. It says that here the accounting will follow at least 14-15 that principles. Principle means the guidelines. Principle means guidelines, so the accountant will follow, okay. So these are the GAAP, these are the principles. It is given here. This is also known as some concepts and convention. The heading of this all GAAP is concepts and convention, okay. The first one which the accountant has to follow is business entity concept. Business entity concept. Now what does this business entity concept says? It says that business is a separate identifiable entity. That I was talking about. Entity means what? Distinguish one identity the business will have. As we all are having our own identification. Though our eyes are same, nose are same, we are, maybe our body structure are same, maybe we are siblings, even then some of the characteristics is not same, which makes us different, isn't it? We are a separate identifiable person. Likewise, business is also a separate identifiable institution, or you can say business is also known as artificial person. I will be talking you later on how come the business will become artificial person, okay. So, and here this concept says that business property and the personal property will be keeping separately. Understanding or not? The assets and liabilities of the owner and the assets and liabilities of the business are keeping separately. Understanding? Because business will not mix up with the owner's property. Okay? Person is also a different identifiable person. Business is also a different identifiable person. Artificial person, that is entity. We can say entity. Different, separate from the person. Okay? Now another one is money measurement concept. Now what does this money measurement concept will say? Accountant has to think about while recording the transaction that money measurement should be there. Whatever transaction will happen in the business, he has to make recording like by measuring. Either it should be in the form of money or it should be in the form of quantity. Okay. For example, if manager dies or the employee is happy, okay, an employee is happy today, or that you know, like they are having the informal meeting, they are talking, that kind of transaction they cannot make recording in the books of account of the business. Got it? Now what the accountant will do, he has to follow the money measurement concept, which says that whatever the transaction will be there, that has to be recording according to the, if that can be measured in terms of money, those transactions only will be recorded in the books of the account. Got it? So another one is going concern concept, and another concept the business the accountant has to think about going concern. Now going concern means if a business is started means, when business is started means that is for forever. That is for forever. For example, you have brought some pens, okay. Any one of you have brought the pens to sell among your friends. That day you finished it selling, but from tomorrow onwards you are not bringing any pen and you are selling in the classroom. That is not the business, isn't it? That is not the business. You can't say that is not the business. For one time only you have done this transaction, isn't it? Now this going concern says that when business is started, that is for forever, because business will start and then there will be purchasing of some resources, purchasing of some assets, isn't it? And these assets will give the benefit continuously. These assets will give the benefit for forever, isn't it? For example, the business has bought 10 lakhs furniture, or you can say machines, and that machines will give the benefit every year, isn't it? So within 1 year 10 lakhs benefits won't be received by the business. Maybe 1 lakh benefit will received by the business for the first year, second year also 1 lakh, like that it will be up to 10 years. The life of the assets will be 10 years. So up to 10 years the business is getting benefit every year, 1 lakh each, isn't it? So what we can understand is, while recording the transaction, the accountant has to understand that these 10 lakhs won't be recorded in the first year's books of account. Okay, there will be accounting period, you will be learning later on. Accounting period will start from 1st April and it will end on 31st March. 1st April, 31st March. This is the accounting year. Within this year, so the accountant can record only 1 lakh or say some part of the machinery. Only he can make the recording. Benefit, how much the business is getting, that much amount only will be recorded in the books of the account for calculating profit and loss. Understanding? Because I have already told you, when machine brought means the whole amount cannot be recorded in the books of the account for the first year of purchase. Because in the first year the whole benefit won't be received by the business, isn't it? The benefit will be getting year after year in a gradual process. Got it? You will be understanding later on. Now this is how the business will says that it is meant for forever. The benefit is giving to the business for forever in a continuous manner. So going concern concept. The accountant has to follow this concept also. And another one is accounting period. Now accounting period, I have already told you, it starts from 1st April, for example 2020, and it will end on 31st March 2021. This period is known as one whole year, that is accounting period. Okay, so within this year the accountant has to record, however, how much will be the expenses, and then how much will be the expenses and source of income. Expenses and source of income has to be recorded while calculating the profit and loss. Okay, during the year means whole year. For example, when we observe you for giving promotion to the next high classes, what we do during the whole year, during one session, academic year, how much you could improve yourself, how much is your performance, how were you in the during the year, your discipline, in terms of discipline, how was you, isn't it? So these all will be observing to give the promotion for the next higher classes. Same thing will happen in the business also. During the year, how much expenses has incurred, and during the year, how much income had earned. That will be matched and compared and see whether there is profit and loss. Okay. So you might have understood. This accounting year is same as academic year that we are having in the school. Got it? That also has to be made notice. The accountant cannot be mix up the expenses of earlier year, coming year. It's not like that. During the year, if he is making the statement of this accounting year, means he has to take into consideration the expenses and income of this year only. Understood? Not the previous year, not the future years also. Got it? So these things he has to think about. Another one is cost concept. Now what does this cost concept says? See, cost concept means at the time of purchasing the assets. Got it? When the business buy any assets, like for example the cost is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 is the cost for assets. Any asset in the business. Understood? But after buying, this is known as acquisition cost. This is known as acquisition cost. Now after buying, what he has to do? Carrying also, transportation. That machine has to be transport from some place to his business place. Understanding? So that is known as transportation cost. And after that, what he has to do? He has to install that machine. He has to keep that machine, and connectivity should be there, isn't it? Some connection should be there. Some gadget has to be purchased by him. So that is known as What cost? Installation cost, or you can say installation charge. He has to hire some person to connect his machine in the business. So these three costs should be added. For example, transportation cost may be like 200, installation cost may be 100. That means the total cost would be how much? 10,000 plus 200, 10,200 plus 100, 10,300 would be the price of asset which he has bought earlier. This whole cost has to be taken into consideration while recording in the transaction. Understood? And whatever he takes the cost should be like should not be differentiated with the other assets. One time he has taken the cost of this 10,300 while calculating whole amount of acquisition, transportation and installation. For another machine he has only taken the cost of acquisition. For another machine what he bought, he has taken only acquisition and transportation. It should not be like that. Okay, there should be consistency while recording the transaction. For whole cost, whatever he takes into consideration, he has to take all in a similar manner. Okay, acquisition cost, transportation cost, and then installation cost. Okay, this is the cost concept he has to take into consideration. Another one is dual aspect. Now this is also known as duality. This is also known as duality. Duality means, see, in business what will happen? Assets equal to liabilities plus capital should be there. Assets means you know very well the assets. What is the resources which is possessed by the business is known as assets. Now liabilities means whatever the business has received either from the owner or from the outsiders. Whatever here the business has received earlier for opening of the business, that is liabilities, isn't it? Now liabilities is, you can say, outsiders debts, outsiders fund, and capital means owners fund. Okay, so while taken into consideration by adding these two, liabilities and then capital will be equal to asset, because business at first it does not have anything. Do you think that the first opening of the business, what will happen with the business? Business does not have any resources unless the owners invest. You know? First of all, the owners will invest. Got it? And then business will start. That is known as capital. When the owners invest at the first time for starting of the business, that resources is known as capital. And after that, when owners ask some loans to the bank, either from spouse or from some relatives or friends, isn't it? That is known as funds from outsiders people. Okay, that is outsiders fund. So while together adding these two, it will become the liabilities for the business. The business has to pay later on, either to the owners or to the outsiders. Okay, so what the business will do with these liabilities from owners and outsiders? Business will purchase assets. Business doesn't eat whole amount whatever it has received. Does the business eat the whole amount? No, the business has to utilize this thing for buying the assets, either buying for current assets or buying for fixed assets. Okay, so we can say that whatever is the thing, these funds have been used from outside, that will be the assets of the business. So it will be always equal. Assets equal to liabilities plus capital, and you will understand through balance sheet also later on. So duality is like that only. Both the items are same, dual. In both the sides it will exist. Understand it? So that means duality or dual concept or dual aspect. Now another one is revenue recognition concept. Now revenue means you know very well, isn't it? Any that after rendering services or selling the goods, whatever is received by the business, that is known as revenue, isn't it? From sales, whatever received, that is sales. We have learned already, isn't it? But revenue means it includes sales also, the money received after selling, plus other income of the business. You know what will be the other income of the business? You know that, isn't it? One is after selling the goods and services, whatever they are having regular business activities. After doing that, whatever they receive, that is sales. by selling the fixed assets, whatever it has got in the business, isn't it? So you will be learning that also I talked about. I'll be telling some other example also. So revenue means whatever received by the business. Understanding or not? Whatever received in the form of money after selling the goods and services or by doing any other activities. That is revenue. That revenue has to be recorded when it is realized. Okay, whether it is received in hand or not. But if the business knows that yes, the income is earned. In the bank we have deposited 50,000 fixed deposit. This year we will be earning interest 10,000. Understood? Though it is not received in hand, it is there in the bank, but then it has to be recorded in the books of the account. Understanding or not? If it is realized, that has to be recorded. Got it? And another one is matching concept. In matching concept, it says that the cost, the revenue, okay, revenue and the cost has to be matched to calculate the profit. Understanding? So how do you calculate profit? Profit equal to, how do you calculate? Profit equal to total revenue minus total cost. This is the formula, isn't it? So while calculating the profit, if total revenue is more, then there will be profit. Revenue means aune jaga, income. Understanding? That receiving something, that is revenue. If revenue is more and the cost is less, there will be profit. So these two things has to be matched. Understanding? So this is how the matching concept says. Another last one is full disclosure. I will be telling in brief. Full disclosure concept means whatever will happen in the business, that has to be disclosed in a complete manner. Should not hide anything, because this statement, this financial statement, the information, the accounting information, whatever is prepared by the accountant will be used by so many users, internal users, external users, isn't it? While giving loan to the business, the bank will need, isn't it? Some research scholars, they also need for studying purpose. Some competitors need it. Investors want to know about the financial information. So if the business hides something, then they cannot make out whether to do their job, whether to deal with this business or not. Okay. So fully disclosure concept says that should not hide any information, whatever is there. Financial information should not be hide. It has to be disclosed completely. Okay. Thank you, class.